Hi there. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 6 R's, a revolutionary technique to use when your mind wanders during meditation. Most meditation advice tells you to just come back to the breath. But what if that's exactly why you keep struggling? Today, I'm going to show you a 6-step tool drawn directly from the Buddha's original teachings that makes meditation feel good, even when your mind is all over the place. It's called the 6 R's, and it is the heart of a practice called Tranquil Mind, which is based on the earliest Buddhist texts. I want to be clear. I didn't invent this. The Buddha did. What we've done is make it accessible for modern meditators. And once you learn these 6 steps, you will never be frustrated with a wandering mind again. In fact, a wandering mind becomes part of the practice. Here's the problem with most meditation techniques. They tell you what to do when your mind wanders. Come back to the breath, note the distraction, or let it go. But they skip the most important step. Think about it this way. Have you ever tried not thinking about something? Don't think about elephants. What were you thinking about right now? Exactly. You cannot control your thoughts. They arise on their own. Trying to force a blank mind is like trying to use tension to stop being tense. It just doesn't work. The 6 R's take a completely different approach, and that difference is everything. So, here they are, 6 simple steps. Step 1, recognize. This simply means you notice that your attention has wandered. You were there with the feeling of loving kindness, and now you're planning dinner, or replaying a conversation, or worrying about tomorrow. The moment you notice that, that is recognize. And here's the key. There's no judgment. You don't beat yourself up. You just notice, oh, my mind is somewhere else. Step 2, release. Stop paying attention to whatever pulled you away. Don't analyze it. Don't fight it. Don't follow the thread. Just put it down. Imagine you picked up a hot coal. You don't study it or ask how it got there. You just drop it. A fire without fuel goes out on its own. Step 3, relax. And I need you to really hear this one because this is the revolutionary part. This is what makes everything else work. When your mind wanders, tension and tightness build up in your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders, your chest. That tension is craving. The Buddha taught that craving is the root cause of suffering, and craving always shows up as physical and mental tightness. So in this step, you actively soften. You let that tension melt. You release the tightness in your head, your mind, your body. And when you do, feel what happens. There's this little sigh of relief. That's not your imagination. That is genuine, real, tiny taste of the cessation of suffering. No other mainstream meditation technique I'm aware of does this so explicitly. This is why the 6 R's are revolutionary. Step 4, re-smile. Put a gentle, soft smile back on your lips, and your eyes, and your heart, and your mind. Don't skip this. It matters more than you think. The Buddha described the path to deep meditation as beginning with a light, happy mind. The smile is what keeps that alive. It lifts your energy. It brings back the warmth. It's the difference between a meditation that feels like a chore and one that feels like coming home. Step 5, return. Gently bring your attention back to the feeling of loving kindness. Don't jerk your mind back. Don't force it. Just softly redirect like you're coming back after a short walk. Feel that warmth again. Step 6, repeat. Stay with loving kindness until your mind wanders again. And it will wander again. And when it does, you do all 6 steps again, and again, and again. Thousands of times. That is not a failure. That is the practice. Why this is revolutionary. Let me explain why this is so different from everything else out there. Other approaches say control your thoughts, fight your distractions, But think about what you're actually doing. You're using craving to stop craving. You're tensing up to try to become relaxed. It's backwards. It doesn't work. The 6Rs do the opposite. You don't fight anything. You don't try to control anything. You stop feeding the distraction, and then you relax the tension it created. That's it. And here's why this is transformational over time. Each time you relax in that moment, you release a tiny bit of the habitual tension that's been building in your mind your whole life. Do that once, it's a nice moment. Do it 100 times in a week, you're building something. Do it thousands of times over months, you are fundamentally changing your mind. Each tiny relaxation is a tiny purification, and the effects accumulate. Now let me save you some trouble. Here are the mistakes almost everyone makes at first. Mistake number 1, trying too hard. This is not a gym session. It should be gentle, easy, almost playful. Think of petting a cat, not hammering a nail. If you notice effort or intensity, that's your sign to lighten up and smile. Mistake number 2, skipping the relax step. Some people go to recognize, release, and then they jump straight back. Please don't. The relax step is where transformation happens. Without it, you're just bouncing between your object and distractions without the purification that makes it all worthwhile. Mistake number 3, skipping the smile. The smile is not an optional decoration. It's functional. It keeps the practice joyful. Without it, meditation gets heavy and serious, and then you stop doing it. Mistake number 4, getting frustrated when the mind wanders a lot. Here's the reframe. Every single time your mind wanders and you 6R back, that is a successful practice. Your mind wandering is not the enemy. It's the opportunity. So there you have it, the 6Rs. Recognize, release, relax, resmile, return, repeat. At first, they'll feel a little mechanical, like learning to drive a stick shift. That's normal. With practice, they roll into one smooth, fluid motion. A distraction arises, and without even thinking, you gently recognize, release, relax, resmile, return to loving kindness, and repeat as needed. It becomes natural. If you want to go deeper to understand how this connects to loving kindness, to the jhanas, to the full path the Buddha described, all the way to awakening, check out the longer videos right here on the Tranquil Mind YouTube channel. And I have a question for you. Leave it in the comments below. What's the biggest challenge you face when you try to meditate? I read every one of your comments, and your answer might become the topic of the next video. I'm Nathaniel from Tranquil Mind. Happy meditating.